The industrial transition to wide bandgap semiconductors faces a hard physical limit in the chemical precursor supply chain. Trimethylgallium is the foundational organometallic precursor required to grow gallium nitride epitaxial layers for military radar and electric vehicle power electronics. Global demand is projected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 12.4% through 2030. This trajectory will outpace global synthesis capacity by 2028. This bottleneck is compounded by extreme geographic concentration. China is on track to control over 67% of global production capacity by 2030, rising from just 15 metric tons in 2018. Western semiconductor fabrication plants remain entirely dependent on this highly localized chemical infrastructure. This vulnerability mirrors the monosilane supply squeeze of the early 2000s, which capped global electronics manufacturing for years. The barrier to entry for trimethylgallium production is not basic synthesis, but ultrapurification. Electronic-grade material requires 6N to 7N purity, meaning critical contaminants like silicon and oxygen must be restricted to fewer than 5 and 10 parts per billion. Crude synthesis yields a highly impure compound, with oxygen levels averaging 450 parts per million. To bridge this gap, chemical plants must run multi-stage vacuum fractional distillation. This energy-intensive process yields only 35 to 45% of the initial volume as electronic-grade material. Any metallic impurities exceeding 10 parts per billion cause deep-level defects in the gallium nitride crystal lattice. These defects reduce the breakdown voltage of power devices by up to 40%, rendering entire wafer runs useless. Downstream semiconductor manufacturing is locked into rigid physical consumption ratios. A single modern Generation 5 reactor running continuously consumes 3.2 kilograms of trimethylgallium per month to produce 1,106-inch wafers. While newer reactor designs have reduced the precursor cost per wafer from $110 to $68, overall volume requirements are scaling rapidly. A standard power semiconductor fabrication plant operating 150 reactors requires up to 5.8 metric tons of electronic-grade precursor annually. There is no software workaround or financial hedge for this material requirement. If the highly concentrated chemical plants in East Asia experience operational disruptions, global power semiconductor manufacturing will face immediate production caps.